Hello guys, welcome back after such a long day, long time. I'm back with my live stream, and this is my first YouTube live stream, and I'm really excited for it. Okay, so the thing is, since Genshin Impact version 4.0, which is a new version, and it introduced a new nation, which is Nation of Hydro, water. So I'm going to explore the region, and I'm gonna do all the relevance quest. So the main storyline and also some world quest if possible. Although I'm running like a bit short on time, but let's do what I can do. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. Well, I'm right here, and okay. So the thing is, I played a bit yesterday, and you know what? I actually wanted to stream yesterday, but uh, because of the internet been cut off for a few like few hours for maintenance, so yeah, I couldn't stream it. And you know what? I have been rushing a lot since then. I wanted to set up my stream.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
I hope you guys are doing good, and I wish you guys have a good and happy summer out there. Now let's continue to the story.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
So, if you do not know, then let me
Best of
give
luck to
you a
you.
brief summary of what actually happened. The thing is, okay, this is like for those who already knows, they knows what really happened. But for those who doesn't know, let me give you a brief summary. It's just that this was the first visit to Fontaine, which is the nation of Hydro, also considered to be like the nation of justice. So, it was the traveler's first ever, arrival in this nation. And what really happened was that he or she depends on which one you choose, whether it's Lumin or Ether. So I choose Lumin, so I said she. So yeah, upon the traveler's first arrival, she came across, Lini and Lynette, which is both are like magicians, and Lini is the main who the main magician, and then Lynette, his sister, is actually like does the work in the backstage mostly, and so Lini and his sister invited Traveler and Paimon to attend to his magical show in the opera. So during that, I think like an incident happened where it was like disappearance of
Finally, you're back.
the crowd.
Well, how
Not
did your
actually the crowd.
investigation go?
He wants to, like perform some magic tricks where, and random audience would be chosen, to go inside the box. There was two box, and one Lini was inside the one box, and the other would be like the audience. Like, I guess it was like 2 person or maybe 1 person, but there was a lady, and she went missing. And you know what, the magic show actually was like, it got ruined up, and now Lini has become a prime suspect, so Traveler is acting as an attorney of Lini.
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
So I had to just investigate through a lot of like things, and then I
No,
had to approach
we're already
to,
very
a
grateful that you were
conclusion.
willing to help.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed?
So
Don't tell
if
me that
you
your
guys, like, for
investigation
those who
came
knows,
up
she's Verena, and she
empty-handed.
is the current Hydro Archon.
That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
Let me start the autoplay.
But don't let
'Cause I
that
just want to read
stop
the
you.
dialogues.
I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Alright, so I have to choose like the thing which is important, which will help I do not know what do I do here.
Yes, that's correct,
Okay.
Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see.
Wow.
But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud.
Feels like I'm
One
kind of
so
like playing
loud that I believe
a crime
practically
investigation
everyone heard
game
it.
or something.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid.
Pausing it just for a moment. It's just that I'm really sorry about not having face cam this time because my camera actually went into something like error, so something went wrong with it, so I couldn't like turn it on even if I like I tried restarting it, but I don't know why does it not works, but maybe I'll fix that in the next live stream. But anyways, let's continue.
Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a
Every
feeling that
nation
what
I
happened
go,
on stage probably
Fatsui
wasn't
always
just an
comes up.
accident.
That's true though. Fatsui has an
That's
evil
irrelevant.
plot.
Our identities have
Same.
nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
What was that?
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Wait, what? Lily and Lynette are Fatsui?
Order!
Is this
Order!
true?
Mr. Linney,
What?
allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true? Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Oh,
I
shit.
knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Granted.
So, if you don't know this blue, this blue guy, that blue guy standing right there, he's the Chief Justice. So, what should I choose? My client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed. Okay,
In that
I'll choose the
case,
first one.
what is your request?
Request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
I do not know, like, what is wrong with her. My first expression, I mean not expression, sorry. My first impression, not expression. My first impression about her is not great at all. It's not that really great. But I think that is the first time that an archon actually trying to meet Traveler in the first place.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
So both
Yeah,
of them are like
Sorry.
from Fatu.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad!
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to. Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
So the thing is, they're like
Well,
from
you both
Fatui,
say that,
but
but-
it's just that they're not guilty of what actually happened. Maybe. I'm not so sure. I don't want to
Right.
draw the
let's hear
conclusions
your
right away
answer
because
first, and
it's
no
just
lies now!
I'm in the middle of something.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Aura... During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick, with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After, it was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks
chose
for
to
giving us a
defend them.
chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense. Huh? Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Lini's statement. So Lini claims that he headed to the chamber containing to the Oratrice, whatever, core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place and thus did not hear the thud. I don't know. A voice in the Oratrice core chamber. Lini claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses the Oratrice core within the Opera's houses underground structures. Okay. So now let's continue the trial. I am like, I haven't played this far, so I don't know what will happen, what to expect from it. Because Genshin Impact has some like,
Both parties have returned to their positions.
twist.
Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction.
That took long enough. Now then, if at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Based on the opposition's account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statements. Wait, I don't understand this. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertions of fact and replace them with new inferences. Okay. User refutations to convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The aura tries will display such shifts clearly. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Wait, whoa. What was that? When you find and refute... Oh, okay. I get it now. Oh my god, what is this?
As
Is
the
it like
countdown began,
verses?
he entered the tunnel.
Okay, so this is as the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound.
Alright,
Finally,
so this
he
is
used the
what
vase to knock her out
Fiorina has
before
to say.
making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her.
The accusation and charges placed upon Lini and Lynette.
At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Okay, so
And there you have it.
here's the thing.
That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the...
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced and what he saw.
Alright. So the red ones is like accusation and charges placed upon Lini by Farina, and I have to like okay, let me identify the loopholes now in order to balance them. Okay, then okay then I think let's get started. The first one that I'm going to choose is Lini enter the tunnel. Lini enter the tunnel as the countdown begin. Okay. So this is the Lini statement. Did not witness the crime taking place and did not hear it. Oh, I have entrances and exits to the opera house. No one left the opera house during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had identities cleared by the guards could leave. The voice. So I don't know which one to place them. Ah, this is wrong. Is this? Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Wait, what? Not from here? Select evidence to refute a linear into the tunnel. I guess this is not going to be. Okay,
According
this
to
is it.
Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Okay, so this is solved. Now let me do the other one. Wait, what was this? Linny kidnapped Halsey. Knock Halsey out using the vase and remove her clothes to prevent her from being identified. However, was Linny really in the tunnel at the time? Okay.
Seems this won't produce a particularly effective
I don't know which one would it be, but let's try. No, this is yeah, okay.
Lenny went
We
to the
got it.
room that contains the Oratrice's
got it.
core. This.
So we solved 2 of them, 3 remaining. I guess I should try this one. Okay, I'm going to try this one. Lenny knocked Cowell out. Cowell walked in on Lenny, so the latter knocked him out with the vase, leading to victim's death. The existing evidence indicates that when Lenny returned to the tunnel, the crime had already taken place, and all Lenny saw was... Okay, this isn't the thing. Okay.
Lenny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Attention! Ace
Okay.
Detective Paimon has
It wasn't
something
meant
to
to
say!
replace the whole thing at once. It was just like little by little.
When the countdown started, Lenny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored.
Alright, Trace. Never mind.
Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Oh my god, the weapon is so... Okay, it's balanced now. A successful refutation. This is really happens.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that!
Paimon's blushing. Seriously?
Wasn't it awesome?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed. Flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cowell brought it.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around. Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims? Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Choose the most. Wait, what do I choose now? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought?
Whoa, whoa. The thing is, I do not know which one to select.
Are you sure we don't need to give
Yeah, this
this
is
more
also
thought?
wrong. Wait, I feel.
That's
This is it,
right!
yeah.
Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Okay, so I have to like choose all the clues, which is like relevance to the topic. How did the culprit trigger or the on-stage accident? The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned. Whatever, began. And burned through the rope suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowell in the box below. If Lenny is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. Okay, the second thing is the magic trick. Lenny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work by using a box inside a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lenny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of on-stage interactions. Now about the young lady's clothes. The clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Select any clue. Wait, who was the only person who could possibly have committed the crime? I do not know. Okay. Okay, so which one will it be? Because I have to try then. I have no idea. Is this him or her or this? I am not so sure.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Halsey is the missing person and an... Could there have been a third person involved?
I do not know.
The deceased's name is
Okay, this is correct. This is correct.
Huh? That can't
Wait, is it?
the killer one!
Oh,
What
Wait,
I
is
must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator.
Okay, I don't know if that was wrong or right, but the hypothesis was right, was correct. You saw that. So I guess we're right, and this is now the second phase of that thing. How can we envisage Lenny as having been unable to interfere with the crime.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, the deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's
Okay, it's not going to be this one now.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Linny was not in the tunnel at that. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. It would have been tough for both.
Whoa. What
It
is
would
that
have been
again?
tough for both people to. The sound we heard may have come.
I'm not so sure about what.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely.
I'm not so sure whether it's going to be right or wrong.
The deceased's name is Halsey's clothing was.
Yeah, this is incorrect. Oh, okay. This is two of them is incorrect.
No one entered or left. It would have been tough for both people to fit.
It's wrong again. Have to try a lot. Okay, so it's between them.
Linny was not in the tunnel.
Maybe the order of
No
placing
one
the
entered or
items.
left.
Ah, shit.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
I see.
Look, since we're at a dead end, what just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has. It's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents.
Maybe I did it too much wrong.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Okay, hold on a second.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment. The sound we heard may have come from a. The deceased's name is.
Okay.
No one entered or left. The vase was not broken by.
Okay, this time it's correct. So previously it was wrong, I guess. It's just because like.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could.
How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is Must we really? Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowl.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste.
Okay.
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowl's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You gotta be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order!
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items of Mr. Linney. It appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis...
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Who's the prime suspect currently? I do not know.
The deceased's name is Cowell.
What item did the culprit use to control the timing of dissolution?
Now it
What is
seems like
that?
the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism. I remember there was something... Lynette was in the magic box on stage. The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks.
What item did the culprit use to dissolve Halsey?
The water from the primordial sea
Alright, so what item did the culprit use to hide the mechanism behind the crime? Well, I
Now it
do
seems
not
like the
know.
hook...
Ah, shit. I have to place this really, like, very carefully or else.
I remember there was something...
Is this going to be?
The rope that strung the water tank up was...
It's not going to be. Still confused, like, which one should I place here?
I remember there was... Lynette was in the magic box. Lynette was in the magic box. Lynette was in the magic box. I remember there was something...
Is this going to work? Okay, that one thing.
Now it seems
Just
like the
this.
hook rope was not meant...
Alright, I got it. I got it this time. I don't know, like, what happened in the second phase. This time it worked.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now,
Wow, she's just
it seems
realizing
like
it
the only
now.
point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be.
Wait, what?
Oh, I see.
How could that
Well,
be?
how
Maybe somebody placed
wonderfully
it?
Comedic to have your. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Alright, now I have
Am
to
I right,
like pick up the pieces and
Mr.
correct them.
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the rope?
I do not know.
Oh no! Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any... seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Okay, on time I guess.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, Do the honors, Mr. Linney, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Linny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
And voila.
All right. Oh wait, what?
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
Wait, what? Is it? Okay. The disappearance was something else.
What? Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Linny was the one who caught me in the act.
Oh, okay, that was the thief. That was the thief that we came across in
Hey! No wonder you look familiar.
the traveler
So
arrived
you were the thief!
in the hibernation.
Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Yeah, okay. Here we go again. Just how many more times do I have to do that again? No, this isn't. Wait, it's not going to work just before? So be it.
Seems this won't produce a particular...
Okay, let me choose. Is this not going to work?
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Alright, so... Wait. Then Lily wanted all the credit and the glory and wanted to get rid of all his partners, and Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before all our eyes. all of our eyes. Verina's conjecture no longer holds water, but there is evidence proving that a fight did indeed break out in the tunnel.
The flower vase was not.
So what was that again? Lini knocked Cowell out and then using the method used to dissolve young ghosts, he got rid of Cowell and disguised it as an accident. As a Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before all of our eyes. Verina's conjecture no longer holds water after the fight. Then what did Halsey do? Okay. I do not know what. Wait, let me check. This is it.
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experience.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time! Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Alright, now this must restore the balance. Okay.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo!
Oh, okay. Here we
Now
are.
then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
Now she's losing, and I guess she lost.
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow, look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box, and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision. As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness.
An outrageous. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's true.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Linny.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe, but still. Let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. I guess. But regardless, I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, We proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
My controller has run out of battery, so just wait a second. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Here we are again.
That was how we felt it, but he would
That doesn't seem too
I'm
bad
playing with
either.
controller and
Better than roaming the
the
streets
battery
at any rate.
seems to run out of it. I didn't notice.
After one particular, I waited along the answer he gave me.
Oh no. But
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
so she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
Bye, Linny!
Is this the end? Oh, there's more to it. Because I just started.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so too? Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the...
Ah, I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Well, sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navi is treating, count Paimon in!
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make...
All right then, let's have our farewell meal!
Alright, at least it's... Whoa, what is that? Oh, it's the offering. Okay, so... Wait, there's still more? I'm gonna have to skip this one and let me complete my daily commission first. Oh yeah, just before that, I have to convert my original resin to the condense. I guess this fits here. Wait, I forgot. Oh yeah, that was it. Okay. Wait, do I already have 5 of them? Right, then let me go to somewhere else, like maybe for artifacts. Although I'm not pulling for both of this, like Lini and Yelan. It's just that I want the Hydro Archon next, so can be like I don't know which artifact would be good for the Hydro Archon. I mean Purina, because okay, so if I say that according to what actually happened in version 3.0 was that this domain was introduced in 3.0, and which actually later became the the artifact that came out in version 3.0 is the artifact that became for the Dendro Archon as well. So I guess, is it going to be the same thing again for the Fontaine? I don't know yet. This is the materials, and this is this is it. This is the new artifact domains. I guess this golden troop is for Lini, or maybe whoa, I forgot. Oh yeah, this not golden troop. Sorry, it was this piece. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, this is a set of our artifact that is needed for like Lini, and I guess the other one can be for the Hydro Archon since she's not out yet. I mean her banner's coming at like around version 4.2 something, and right now it's just 4.0. So I need to wait. Wait a minute. Choose this. Let me take a look at the map. Oh yeah, sure. I have to travel a bit.
Welcome to the Clementine Line Aqua
okay.
Bus. This boat tour will take you to the magnificent Court of Fontaine, the most important city in our nation. I'm Adol, and I'll be your tour guide for this trip. Even though I'm not as reliable as Elfan from the Navia line, I'll still do my very best. And if you're dissatisfied with anything, feel free to let me know right away. Oh, wait a sec. It's, please contact a staff member with your feedback after reaching the station,
Bye-bye.
and we will address your
I just
concerns
jumped
as soon as
because,
possible. Back on topic. The destination of this trip will be the Court of Fontaine.
Never mind. I'm going to
If
somewhere
you'd
else.
like to learn more about the latest
And
technological
what
developments
actually
in
kind of
Fontaine,
excites me
the
the
hottest
most
new trends
in
in
this nation is
cuisine,
that I
or
can swim
upcoming sensational
underwater
trials,
without
please subscribe to the Steambird.
consuming the the stamina bar. You see that yellow bar thing? Yeah, this is. I don't have to do extra puzzles for unlocking this. Shall I start grinding for this artifact for a Hydro Archon? This can be actually for Hydro Archon, like one of them, because when I compare like from version 3.0, that it actually happened. So it won't hard if I go with it, but okay, I forgot to see the monsters. What are those? Construction specialist mech, annihilation specialist mech, geological survey mech, suppression. Well, you know what? This is my first time ever seeing the opponents, the monsters, the enemies of Fontaine. I mean in domain. So okay, what are the recommended elements? Hydro, pyro, cryo, and animal. Since they're all like kind of not the small monsters, oh well, is it Golden Troop is new for official? I do not know. I do not know. Well, thanks for telling. It's just that I wanted to like yeah, you can join the wall. Yeah, you can join my wall if you want to. Is this you? Or
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes.
Right, so I'm here again grinding for artifacts. You can see
Mind
like
the deluge.
the new entry. It's the first time I'm facing off this monster. I have no idea how.
Be still.
How do I do that? I'm not expecting anything to get good artifacts.
Your master's fitted.
Worthless. 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 Kamisato Ari. Suiyu.
Okay, I'm gonna claim this. Yeah, I have no expectations. Just at the start, it's just a start, so I'm not gonna grind really hard in this artifact because I'm not so sure whether it's going to be for Harjo or Icon. Just gonna grind like to what I have risen right now. Alright, let's start over again.
Be still.
By ordinance divine. Whirling snow. Sunless swirl.
I should have watched this.
Useless.
Evil conquering. Here. Worthless. Here.
Obey. Your master's wish.
Mind the deluge.
The problem with like Gel's out, I mean using the flaming attack is that sometimes you have to, you know, like have to get close. Alright, now I got this. That I would say it's not very bad or very good. I guess I have 3 more condensers in left, and then after that I would really maybe go to the other domain. Not for sure.
Be still. Kamisato Ari. Suiyu. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Here.
Manifest. By ordinance divine.
Here.
I've been trying to like swap some artifact for Xiao and Alpha right now.
My opponent.
Disappear.
Use
Don't
Alpha
push
again,
yourself.
but I know that it will take up my, it will consume my HP.
Worthless.
Yeah, I have 3 more, so 1 is gone now. I guess 2 left. Okay. Did he even leave this to me? I don't know. Oh, okay. Maybe there's some sort of delay. Yeah, I mean with me. It shells some food. Because right now, somehow alright, but not really good. This one's too.
Cascade!
Unleash! Do your master's bidding!
Kamisato Arc.
Kamisato Arc.
Suiyu, be still.
That's the combo with Ayato and Ayaka.
Lament! Take flight!
Here!
Trial.
Worthless! Here!
My apologies! Break the ice!
Okay, so I have one more reason independence. Alright, let's feed some food. Shell.
Cascade!
Mana! Whirling snow!
Mind the damage.
Obey! Do your master's bid!
Here! Worthless! Here! Here! Worthless! Here!
Oh shit! Dang it.
Sakura swirl!
That was a move. Okay, that's it. Let me wait a second. I saw this chat, so I hope I will get some hydro sigils from this.
A bond is strong!
I will have order.
By ordinance divine!
Stabilize.
Out of my way!
It's all yours.
Okay. No. Sorry again. This happens. Let me head over to Sumeru and pour my resin for later use, I guess. I almost got lost, but I found a way. I was wondering why could I not only just this. Let me go here and catch some fly. Crystal fly. Shit. convert one more.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
All right. There are a lot of events I can do right now. What is this? So the first is I have to gather Marcotte, Rainbow Rose, and Lumido spell. Wait, I forgot, where do I find those? Wait a second, let me complete my daily commission. Because it just happens like sometimes I feel like I would do it later, and then I just skip it. I used to skip it this way, so I don't want to skip my daily commissions. Because I already lost like in the previous banner. It was already lost, so maybe I'll get so late next time I pull it. So I'm trying to, you know, like keep more of the primitives as much as I can. Whoa, what was that again? I do not know this. I do not know. I got only one of them right out of 3. Okay.
Close enough. Welcome here. This is order.
Think you can get away?
Yahoo! Lightning purified! Dissipate!
Today.
Rain cutter! Here we go!
No more tricks up your sleeve.
Brace yourselves.
Stand with me!
You want this one?
Alright, now let's head over to the next location.
Body and mind. Time to act. Body and mind.
Now, last mission for the day.
Time to act.
Complete the time trial challenge. Okay.
Time for takeoff. Wouldn't gliding be
Dissipate! No, my sword!
Order guide you. Solidify.
I'll settle this! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Yahoo!
I've completed the commission for the day. Now maybe I'll go like do some events.
Add Thank you for Add Astra.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Right, let me see. Wait, what? I don't know. Okay, so to do that first, I think like I feel like I should like go over to the statue of 7 and unlock all the visibility of the map, I guess. But it's really kind of close to this teleport. Maybe I'll just skip that. Oh, this are the rainbow robes? Wait, this even counted the events? I don't think so. Wait, does it count? If it really counts, I need one more. Rainbows. If I could like get it one more rainbow rose from here. Let's mark it. Sorry you guys, I have to steal this. There seems to be harvestable market nearby. So no rainbow rose around here. Anyways,
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
here's one more. Oh, wait. Is this one completed? Oh, not yet. What do I need? Boros. Okay, I need one Boros, which is like around the Court of Fontaine. Whoa, wait a second, I didn't realize that I was already here. Okay, got it. Alright, I think there was one more for this first quest. Remember those spells? I forgot where I got that. Let me just unlock this statue, and maybe I'll have the clear view ahead if I do that. But wait, how do I get over there? I believe that there's some sort of lift or elevator that will take me to the top. It's not this.
Hello.
Alright. So wait, is this wait.
I came here several
Don't tell
times
me
with
that
my
I
father
came
when I
in
was little.
to continue a quest now.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't.
In that case,
Ooh, everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to.
why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone.
You, sure have your own way
Maybe
of
I
doing
should
things.
skip all these things for now.
Oh, we called this a farewell meal.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food. Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us?
Right? Yet it was because this.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem, to be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that it's easy to guard against, which is exactly why the Spina di Rose, those highfalutin folk are not.
Seems Paimon.
It's all right. Well, let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to... All right, I can personally testify that this one
maybe
works.
I would
When
skip
I'm
all
sleepy...
these dialogues.
Valid point. All right. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of her...
You mean that if we catch her while she's... Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know...
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this...
No, it's fine.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon...
Is that so? If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia. Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Nah, that would be so... normal. You know, like you.
Okay. As for
Hey, Navia! What?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know?
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority. In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
See ya!
All right. Finally, it's over for now. But okay, the same thing happens again here too. So maybe I'll just have to lock.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Where do I exactly go? I believe there's some sort of little elevator to, you know, like go up, calm down. So here is what is here? Why is it taking so long? I don't want to do that right now. But it's just... I wanted to do just the events for now. So I want to continue the story later. Alright, so
Wouldn't
how do we
gliding
go
be
up?
faster?
Quake!
Brace yourselves. Huh?
Crumble!
Alright, I'm just trying my very best to climb all the way up to the Statue of Seven. Where is it? Oh, it's... I'm going the other way.
Rise!
Wait, is there some sort of aqua boss again in here? So, yeah, I won't get drowned, I guess. Alright, so... Our little teleport is right down there. So, the Statue of Seven is supposed to be... Okay, in this direction, or whatsoever. Oh yeah, so this is the lift. Okay. But it does take some time. Go outside the city. Well, it will be like going down again. So I don't want to go down right now. Okay, I'm getting... Oh, it's right up there. You can see that. It's right up there. Wait. If I'm not mistaken, is that Aqua Boss? Wait a minute.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Head over there. Wait, let me check that leaf if it can really go up. gets confusing sometimes. Like, where is the lift? Exactly. As I told you that it takes some time to come up to the specific floor. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over to fourth floor. Is that it? That was a third floor. Oh, it's on the fourth floor. Okay, oh, here we go. At least I could see something right now. Alright, so I have... Wait. How much hydrocloaks do I have? Only 3 of them. I'm not gonna submit it right now. Alright, so let's head over to the event. Wait, that was not here? Seriously?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same. So this is the underwater experience. Alright, so we go this way.
Another test
Very
subject.
long way to go.
Suffocate.
Okay, I'll keep collecting the chest on the way.
Think you can get away? Let's play!
Out of my way! Let me read you a verse.
Brace yourselves. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Thank Barbados. Wait a minute.
I have to keep going. This way, I guess? Yeah. It is.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Huh.
What is that exactly?
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Yahoo!
This is order.
No, my sword! Stand with me!
Come on, traveler, let's go. The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
Wait, am I going to fly high? That was not what I actually expected, but alright. I do not know where is this even heading. Where was that hydroglyphs? Wow, I'm going all the way down again. Where's this hydroglyphs? Yeah, it's right there. I'm going to skip this monsters and also that flying crab. You see that statue? I could see it from here. Oh, it's right around that.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Steamy water.
Yeah.
It's really hot. You can't really go in there without doing quest. What am I doing?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Notice that this was here. Wait, is that a hydroglyph? Where is it? The water is so hot. Finally gonna get good. Okay. Now I feel like I can do the events. It's not that far from here, so I'll skip that quest for later. Okay, it's here. Let me go spell. And so I completed the first one. How about the second? Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Oh. Wait. Is it all unlocked? Alright, I'm just going to do this now. Defeat 5 Fontemir appearance, which I didn't do it even for once. Oh my god, this is kind of far. But anyways,
Let's play! Here we go! Let's play! Yahoo! Yeah, you can.
okay, I climbed all the way up here just to meet this guy.
Time to rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Lightning terrified! Our bond is strong.
Yahoo! Yeah.
Just have some HP left. He's
Here
right
we
here.
go.
Shit. Oh, that's the hydrocons. Wanna get that. So this is alright. This is the view of Court of Fontaine. That was another hydrocons, okay.
you can get away?
Dissipate.
Crumble!
The underwater experience is really cool. Oh, wait. this is Hydro Pillars 4.
No, my sword! Time to act. Body and mind. Witness the power of Gugwa. Time to act.
Alright, I skipped that. I skipped this for later. But I know I want to complete this. Diving deep. to do the second part as well. Now I have. Well, I think I will do. I mean, for today, I'll do it till now. Wait, where's the hydroculus? Okay. Maybe unlock this teleport. One more hydroculus around. My best guess would be yeah. Okay, I gotta get rid of them now. I wanna reach to the surface. Okay. So, anyways, I guess I'll stop. Let's stop the stream for today. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. I really appreciate it. I'll stop the stream now. Thank you once again. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. And maybe I'll fix my webcam or face cam again. So yeah, thank you so much guys. I really love you. Take care. Goodbye.